watching Let's Chat.
Literally taking America by storm on the 20th season of American Idol. It is our next guest. This one, it is Hunter Wolkanowski, better known as HunterGirl. All I can say is, Hunter, baby, wow. You have just been on fire the past several years. I want you to tell me what it's like being on the national stage, on the national platform like this.
It has been incredible. You know, I've been playing shows since I was about 14 years old, and just wanting to be in music my entire life. And so getting to be on American Idol and getting to sing songs on TV, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just been so cool and such a great experience. And I've met so many great people along the way too.
It was several years we had you here live in our studios, and then you helped me out at another couple of events. And I remember telling you way back when, what, 6, 7 years ago, you are going to be a star. And you have turned out to make that prophecy come true. What's it like when you're up there and you're singing in front of the judges that are on American Idol this year? Katy Perry is in love with you, also the other judges as well. Luke Bryan thinks you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And Lionel Richie says, wow, wow, wow. What is it like? And let's put this in perspective, Hunter. You're still a pretty young lady, even though you write and perform well beyond your years.
Oh, thank you, Chip. It's been so cool getting to sing songs for the judges. I've looked up to all three of them my entire life, and it was crazy. I remember my first audition, I was so nervous and so excited going in, and for them to believe in me and been pushing me this far, it has just been what I've dreamed of my entire life. And whenever it moved to America's vote and America started voting, it's just been a surreal experience. You know, I've wanted to do this my entire life, and I feel like I'm living in a dream every single day. So I have loved it.
What went through your mind, if you could remember, when you got the news that, yeah, you're making the cut, you're going on American Idol?
I was freaking out. I immediately called my mom, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, guess what?" And I couldn't believe it. You know, it's what I've wanted to do. And I called my dad. I called my whole family. I was like, guess what? I'm going to audition for American Idol. And so it's just been an incredible experience I've got to share with my family, you know, too. And yeah, I couldn't believe it whenever they told me that I was going to get to go into the audition with the judges. And I can not even more believe it that I just made it into the top 10. So it's been, this year's just been insane, and probably the best year of my life.
Yet you didn't call me, Hunter, and I know you can't reach out to the media individually because of contractual obligations, but we were all definitely rooting for you here. You are from just, what, 2 counties over in Franklin County, Winchester, Tennessee, and you have been a longtime favorite around here, and I'm glad America is finally discovering the hidden talent that is HunterGirl music. I want to ask you a couple of more questions here before we let you go. You have featured songs by Sugarland Express, Dolly Parton, and a number of others. How much latitude or leeway do the judges give you when it comes to choosing the material that you are going to perform?
Well, I've chosen every song that I performed, and I usually choose a song based on like what it means to me. Like Baby Girl, I remember singing that song in bars and restaurants and everything, and my parents being there and me thinking that, you know, thinking that I wanted to be something someday, and I want to take care of my family. So I chose that song because I have cried to that song. I've watched my mom cry to that song, my dad cry, and that's why I chose that song. And Riot by Rascal Flatts. Rascal Flatts is one of my favorite bands ever, and you know, I've loved that song. I have memories of that song. So every song that I choose in the competition has a purpose and a meaning behind it because it means something to me. And I think when choosing songs, I'm definitely emotionally based whenever I choose a song to sing on the show.
Cody McCarver, of course, you remember Cody. Cody McCarver and I were talking about you earlier this very day. And we weren't talking about the show, but we were talking about Hunter, the performer, Hunter, the singer, and more importantly, Hunter, the songwriter. I want to know how this whole Idol experience is going to factor into your songwriting from this point forward.
I think that I'm going to have a lot to write about. It's gonna. I don't really have a lot of time writing right now because it's just we've been going 24/7.
Right.
But whenever I get the chance to write again, I'm going to have a lot of material. I've been already writing stuff down and ideas going forward, and so I'll have plenty of things to write about whenever I get the chance.
In a nutshell, what's been the best piece of advice you have received or should I say up to this point in the Idol process?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the advice that I received was just I think it might have been this past week,
right.
Whenever just like leaning into that performing aspect and who I am as a person. And you know, I'm pretty much I'm myself all the time, goofy and crazy and all that. But just leaning into that part of myself where it's like I have that connection with the crowd,
right?
And being in the moment and making the most of that moment. And I think that it's crazy just being in, like, watching the audience while we're there and then watching it on TV.
Sure.
It's such a different thing. And so figuring out that connection while you're on stage.
Well, I can't tell you how proud all of us here in this building and in this community and in this county are of you and what you've been able to accomplish. Again, I told you years ago, girl, you got it. And without doubt, you have got it. And we want to see you winning, not just getting close, no, but we want to see you winning, and I mean absolutely winning by a landslide, season 20 of American Idol. Best of luck.
Oh, thank you. I love you, Chip.
I love you, honey. We can wrap things up here. I guess I could stay here and talk to you for hours about your music. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something I've never done before on one of these interviews. Lean up here and give me a kiss on the cheek, would you? There you go. You are absolutely wonderful. Find out more about her process and her progress on her way to the absolute top. HunterGirlMusic.com. That's the correct website, right? HunterGirlMusic.com.